Alright, part 2 of my Extreme Rules review. Back to what I was saying about Christian. I'm so happy that he's won the world title. You know, I didn't know what was going to happen because Del Rio moving to Raw, I didn't think they'd give the title to Christian just because Vince McMahon's not a big fan of his. But I think they probably did partially because he was best friends with Edge and Edge had to retire. So they wanted to at least give him the title, kind of like Rey Mysterio when Eddie Guerrero passed away, rest in peace. Kind of like that. A little similar, I think. I'm very happy, though, because Christian, with the world title, it's just so great for the company because the fans love Christian. He puts on great matches. He's over with everybody. He can promote the younger guys. He can build them up. You know, he's great in the ring, great technician. He's good on the mic, you know, and he can do so much for the company as champion. Whereas Del Rio is still a younger guy. He still needs to develop a bit. Christian's been there and back several times, so he knows his way around. So I'm happy they finally rewarded him. Del Rio's going to go to Raw now, and what's going to happen is he's probably going to feud with John Cena. That's what they were talking about. And on SmackDown, Christian is your world champion. So happy. I don't know what they're going to do. If they're going to have him and Randy Orton fight and have Randy Orton turn heel. Or if they're going to have him versus like Sheamus or Christian versus like Cody Rhodes. We'll have to see what happens. But I'm just excited to see what route they go with Christian as world champion. Very excited. Then we had Wade Barrett and Ezekiel Jackson versus Big Show and Kane for the tag titles. This was a match that was set up fairly quickly. No build-up at all. Kane and Big Show won. It was a lumberjack match. I don't know. That was really, it was just to fill time in the show. Then the Miz versus John Cena versus John Morrison in a triple threat WWE title match in a steel cage. I was interested to see what happened here. You know, at this point, anytime Miz was in a title match, I just half expected him to win. I half expected him to win the title somehow, you know, by his competitor getting screwed over or him getting like a cheap win. So at this point, I just expected Miz to win pretty much almost every time. So we go in, and it was a pretty good match. There were some good spots. There was a part where John Morrison and John Cena suplexed the Miz off the very top of the cage, and he actually landed on the back of his neck really weird, and I thought he might have got a concussion or been hurt because the way Josh Matthews, the commentator, was talking about it, it actually sounded like it legit was an injury because the way he landed, it didn't really look good. But he was okay, which I'm happy about because, you know, you never want anything bad to happen to the superstars. You know, they're characters you hate, but the guy in real life, they're great people. And another part, the Miz was trying to climb out the door, and he had a pretty clear route. But then John Morrison comes down with his, like, came down. He's climbing down the other way, and he swung the cage door closed right onto the Miz's face, which was pretty funny. He like kicked it with his leg, but then Cena pushed Morrison down. And he sacked himself on the door while it was still open. Oh God, it looks so uncomfortable. See, now the problem is I don't like because steel cage matches are so unrealistic. Like. Really, like, if you wanted to, you could just jump down at any point in time and win the match. Like, Morrison, he's sacked. If he falls over, he's champion because he just has to fall down. But he sat on the door and then got back in the ring. Another cool part, Morrison was at the top of the cage and he did Starship Pain off the very top of the cage onto Cena and Miz. That was pretty crazy. All three guys had some really good spots. You know, the Miz obviously, you know, in a singles one-on-one match probably wouldn't have been as good, but he was able to sell a lot of the spots and had some okay moves himself. So it was a pretty good match. I mean, Morrison and The Miz are the future of the companies, two of the guys that are the future of the companies. So it's good you got them both in there with a vet like John Cena. It's like the present and the future. So, you know, I like that fact. And then I knew at some point R-Truth was going to interfere and cost Morrison the match. So right after Starship Pain, R-Truth came in and beat up Morrison. Then he attacked Cena as well. Didn't attack Miz, but he attacked Cena and Morrison and then left. So he cost Morrison his opportunity to win the title, which I knew was going to happen. And then a little after that, Cena hit an attitude adjustment off the top rope. So he hit an attitude adjustment off of the cage onto the Miz and got the 3 count. So Cena's the new WWE champion. And honestly, I didn't see it coming at all. I thought Cena was going to get screwed over again. But no, he's champ. And I'm happy with that. The Miz had the title for over 5 months. I thought he'd have it for less than a month and then lose it really quickly, just because I didn't think he was there. You know, I didn't think he was a complete enough wrestler to have that title and be the face of the brand for more than a few months. He still has a lot of work to do, but he had a lengthy title run, and that really helps him out a bit because now he can develop and he can grow more as a main eventer. But now Cena has the title again, which I'm real happy about because you're going to get some more entertaining spots with the champion. You're going to get some more entertaining in-ring work. The Miz is really boring in the ring to listen to. Just bland. He repeats himself, and his in-ring work needs in-ring. He needs some work. But Cena is actually half entertaining. And now what's going to happen is they're probably going to have Cena feud with Alberto Del Rio. Obviously, Miz is going to cash in his rematch. So they'll probably have one pay-per-view with just him and Morrison. But then after that, why do I keep saying Morrison with just him and the Miz? Then after that, they're slowly probably going to develop that Alberto Del Rio and John Cena feud, which is going to be very interesting. Edge and Del Rio had a pretty good feud. Had Edge not been injured, that might have been a very, very good feud. It was already getting there. They had a very good WrestleMania match. So I think that Cena and Del Rio is great because Cena can put over Del Rio and Del Rio can hold his own in the ring. So it'll be a pretty good feud. And he's not too bad on the mic either. Obviously, you know, he's not great, but he's better than a lot of people. So that's a good route. And then in terms of John Morrison, him and R-Truth, I hope they get something going because R-Truth has been doing nothing lately. And just to have him in a feud with Morrison, it could be good. It could kind of be like Rey Mysterio and Cody Rhodes, where Truth is a bit of an older guy who can put over Morrison, but they can still develop a really good match. So we'll see if they do that, if they keep that feud going. WWE, they're not very good with maintaining feuds, so we'll have to see what happens. And then The Miz, I don't know what's going to happen with The Miz. Maybe he'll fight. Maybe it's tough to say. If they don't keep him in the main event, he's going to go and he's going to pull a Jack Swagger if they do that. If they take him out of the main event, he'll pull a Jack Swagger and keep going lower and lower until he's completely drifted out of the main event. He'll be in the mid card, and then hopefully we'll see him again. But for now, he's probably going to drift away slowly. Maybe fight Kofi for the U.S. title or something like that. But we'll have to see. But overall, really good show. I'm happy with the result in both of the main events. Really entertaining matches. Whenever there's a stipulation, it always usually makes the match better. Sometimes the stipulation hurts the match, like the Falls Count Anywhere match. I think it kind of hurt it a bit because there wasn't that much like actual moves that happened, just a lot of slamming your head onto the barricade and slamming your head all over the place. Not a lot of actual moves happened in that match. But overall, I'm happy with how it went. I liked Randy Orton and Punk was a good match. Kofi Sheamus was a good match. Cole and Swagger, that match was not good. Rhodes and Mysterio, there were parts, but it wasn't great. Christian Edge was good, and Triple Threat Cage match was good. So overall, I'd give this pay-per-view about an 8 out of 10. Had some really nice spots to it, and it was actually pretty entertaining to watch. Really happy with the outcomes, and I'm so happy that Christian is the World Heavyweight Champion. He deserves this so much. So that's my review of the Extreme Rules pay-per-view 2011. Give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think of the current situation with the title holders on Raw and SmackDown, how you thought the pay-per-view was. And remember to comment, rate, subscribe if you want to, and tell your friends. Come check me out. And I'm just going to, before I go, I'm just going to quickly plug a few channels that I feel like deserve some recognition. The official BMOT page. He's actually, if you know who the Gurus, the wrestling Gurus are, he's in a group called the Gurus of Greatness. They're a great group of guys. Check out that channel as well. But the official BMOT page, he makes videos on wrestling, NFL, NBA, all that kind of sports-related stuff. Really good opinions. He knows what he's talking about. Really nice guy. So check out his page, because he's a great guy, and I feel like he deserves it. So check him out for sure. He's quite funny. And also another guy, check out B-Boy Howie. He's just fucking hilarious. You gotta watch his videos, man. He knows what he's talking about, and he makes them so funny, so entertaining every time he does a video. So check him out too. And AGM Josh, my boy. He deserves more subscribers than he has. He's a great guy. His videos are very entertaining. He knows what he's talking about. And he deserves so many more subscribers. He's been working hard. You know, just check him out and subscribe. You'll see that he's a great guy. So check out those 3 channels, and I'll holler back at you guys in a little while. Probably, I don't know if I'll make a Monday Night Raw review, but in a few days I'll probably come up with a video. So we'll talk to you guys then. Peace.